Lauren Richwine calls herself a death doula or midwife. She says she works closely with families as they care for their dying loved ones. She's done this for 8 years, but after one complaint in this cease and desist order, the state shut her business down.
This is work I'm extremely passionate about.
Lauren Richwine calls herself a death doula. Her business called Death Done Differently.
I believe passionately that every member of this community deserves to know what their full spectrum of rights are at end of life, and that they deserve to have someone walk alongside them in that space who wants the best for them.
So what does that mean? Richwine says she specializes in end-of-life planning. She says she spends time helping families navigate the death of a loved one. Anything from answering questions to handling paperwork to connecting them with grief counselors.
End-of-life work or death doula work is a growing movement.
The AG's office says they received a complaint about Richwine in 2021, wondering why she didn't have a funeral director's license. Then this month, after giving Richwine a chance to reply, the State Board of Funeral and Cemetery Service filed a cease and desist order against her. They forced her to shut down.
Statutes make it illegal for anybody to counsel another person about the end of life.
State law says the practice of funeral service includes the counseling of individuals concerning methods and alternatives for the final disposition of human remains. Richwine says she doesn't believe she needs a license. That's because she says she doesn't provide the same services as a funeral home, like embalming or burial.
Lauren is being targeted because she talks about the topic of death.
In a press conference Thursday, Richwine and her attorneys announced they filed a federal lawsuit against the AG's office. Richwine claims the state has violated her First Amendment rights in the Constitution.
It's simply a pure regulation of speech that's unconstitutional.
21 Investigates reached out to the Attorney General's office. We did get a statement. Here it is. It says, quote, "Our office previously negotiated a successful cease and desist settlement after we received a licensing complaint in this funeral matter. We are aware of the filing in federal court this week and will continue vigorously fighting to protect Hoosiers and their families." The AG's office says Richwine can't return to work until she obtains a funeral director's license. That license, though, requires a person to go to school to become a mortician. Then she has to operate her own funeral home. Richwine says that's not what her business is meant for. For 21 Investigates, I'm Carly Van Cleve.